Hi, and welcome to another video by Jim the Car Guy. Today we have a 2000 Toyota Corolla. We're going to be changing the left front power window motor and the regulator assembly. I'm going to show you why there's a problem in the motor. The window doesn't go up and it doesn't go down. I'm going to show you a trick just in case your window is stuck in the down position and you need to get it up until you get it to the shop to get it fixed, or until you have an opportunity to fix it yourself. A lot of times you can do this at home just to get the window to roll up, you know, one or two more times, so at least you can close the window for without rain or whatever getting inside the car. So let me bring you up there. I'm going to show you what to do, or what I normally do. Then we're going to take our power probe out and we're going to go inside and we're going to take the door apart and we're going to check power and ground to the motor to make sure that the switch itself is okay. But if you do what I'm going to show you right now and the window does roll up, then I'm going to say 99.9% of the time the motor is no good. So let me bring you up there. I'm going to show you what to do. Okay, so you turn the key to the on position, you try to roll the window up and down, and nothing happens. And the other windows, they work okay. You can hear that. What you would do if you had to get this window up and it was stuck in the down position just a little bit, as this one is right here. See, I have the space in there. What you do is just take this button here, hold it in the down position, and right on the bottom of the door over here, you just bang it. And a lot of times, you'll get the window to roll back up one or two more times before the motor actually burns out. All right? That's just in case your window was in the down position and you needed to get the window up for the evening. If it's going to rain or whatever, you don't want to leave it outside with the window rolled down. You bang it like that. Most of the time you get the window to come up. We are going to take the door apart and I'm going to show you how to check for power and ground to the motor just to confirm that it's no good. But whenever you bang it like that and it goes up, 99% of the time that motor is no good. So, all right, let me get in here. I'm going to start taking this apart. And basically what we're going to do, show you. I hope this is it. Okay. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take out these screws inside here so we can remove the door handle. Don't lose the screws because you're going to need them. We're going to take this handle, just pull it back, and it comes like this. And see this here, but there's a little clip. I'll take it off and then I'll show you. You just have this little clip right here. You need to take that little clip off the rod. You push it back like that and you pull the rod out of that hole right there. And then we'll just leave that sit for now. What we're going to do now is we're going to take off this piece right here. It just pulls right off. There's little tabs that hold it in place. And then we're going to come over here and take these screws out in this door. They're only made of plastic, so you got to be careful with them. And once you unscrew it, then you just get in here with the screwdriver and you pull them out like that. Don't lose them because you're going to need them. Just run your hand along the bottom to make sure there's no other screws in it. And you'll see there's no other screws inside the door. But there will be screws down in here. You got to be careful not to break anything. Just take this out. And then right in here, there's 2 screws you need to take out. Obviously, don't lose these screws because you're going to need to put these back in. Alright. Let me just pry the bottom of the door out, and lift this up, and you can take it right off the car. Alright, now you want to try not to rip this stuff up too bad because you're going to need to put this back on. So we're just going to pull this stuff off so we can gain access to the power motor. It looks like somebody was already in here once before because there's electrical connectors on here. It's been changed already. Alright, just to confirm that the motor is the issue, we are going to connect our power probe up to the battery and we're going to come in here and test this motor. Okay, here's our trusty power probe. I love this tool. Okay, we're going to turn the key on one more time. Turn the key to the on position. We're going to reattach our main switch, and we'll see. Now, as you can see, the motor stopped. Now, what you're going to do is you take your power probe and you back probe the electrical connectors here. Now you see that's the down position. We have power on the down position. On the other one, we should have a negative on the other, which we do. Now, when we pull it up, we should have power on the opposite wire, which, as you can see, it turns red. We have power. All right. One last thing I just want to show you real quick. You just push this little tab. Let's just do this. All right, so now we have power in the down position on the one, and we have negative on the other. So right now we have power and ground going to the motor. That motor should be working. That's negative, and that's positive. So that motor should be working to go up and down. So we know conclusively that the motor is definitely no good. Plus, if you listened when this motor was going up and down, you can hear it making noise. That's never a good sign either. So, all right, let me grab some tools. We're going to take that window regulator out, and we'll continue. Let me grab the new regulator. I already knew that the motor was no good just by banging the door and getting the motor to go up and down. And to be truthful with you, this is my daughter's car, so I knew when I looked at it last night that the motor was shot. So. So this is our regulator. As you can see, this is how it goes in the door. You can see how it's connected. So we're gonna disconnect the motor and we'll take it out now. So this actually goes in properly. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to take these panels off so we can have a little more room to work inside there. That's where our motor is going to be coming out through. All right, let me get a better light over here so you can see what I'm doing. Okay. Now we need to roll this down just a little bit so we can get to those screws in there. So again, we turn the key to the on position. Now we need to get in through here and here to get those screws out. They're actually 10 millimeters, so we're just going to unscrew the window for now from the regulator. Once these screws are out, the window is going to be loose. Now, the choices you have is that one, you can pull the window up. Choices you have is you can pull the window up and tape it over the top like this with tape, or you can just take the window out and get it out of your way like this so you don't have to worry about breaking it by accident. Sorry about that. Okay, now that we have a window up and out of here, we don't have to worry about breaking the window by accident. We're going to remove the regulator itself from the car, as you can see. Gives you an idea of where the screws are right there, see? So let's take this out. Now before you disconnect everything and it just falls down, make sure you have everything unplugged. The electrical plug, just push the button in and you pull it right out. Make sure you remember where you took your wires out because you want to put them back in the same way. We're going to disconnect it here. And here. Those two are actually these bolts right here. Take these out. and that's your motor. All right, so let's put the other one back in, and we'll put it back together. All right, let me change my gloves. Sorry about that again. Okay, now we're going to put our regulator back in where we previously took it out. And then we're going to put it in. Going to put our cable through first. Grab the cable, the electrical wiring I mean. Pull it back through here, and then we'll get the regulator into the door where it came out of. Now we're just going to lift it up and put the screws back in to hold the regulator in place. We just catched them in there, and then we're going to get this piece back over in here where it came out. And reattach the nuts on here. Okay, and now that we have everything caught back in the door, we could tighten up all those 10mm screws now. Okay, now we're going to put a window back in and then reattach our window. Make sure our plug window back in. Remember how you took it out. You got to put it back into the channel the way it came out. Put your hand in the bottom and you're going to lower it down slowly. And then just slide your window to line up with the channel. Now we're going to catch the bolts that we previously took out. We're going to have to raise the window up a little bit, so we're going to turn the key on just so we can get this up so we can get in here. Helps if we plug it back in. we just want to make sure these are lined up now. We're going to screw them in by hand. Not going to tighten them up yet. Okay, we're back again. Sorry about that. Some days it just takes forever to get such a simple job done. Today's one of them days. All right, let me just make sure that it's tight again. Okay, now before we go any further, we are gonna clean this window up once we put it back up. But for now, we're just gonna put the door back together. We are gonna reconnect this cable up and out of the way so that it doesn't go back in by accident and get eaten up. This goes right in up here, like that, and that'll keep our cable from getting eaten up. We're going to unplug this here now. You make sure your key is in the off position, of course. Unplug that. And we're going to put our door panel back together that we previously took off. Try to line it up the best you can from where it came off. Let me just change my gloves and we'll continue here. Okay. All right, I'll put this back on. Hey buddy, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Yes. Thank you.
And you're just in the office somewhere?
Oh yeah, right in there when you walk in, you see there's a little door, like a panel door right there?
Yeah.
Right there. All right, thank you. Sorry about that. Okay. All right, so now we have our panel back on. We're going to take this and we're going to put it back up inside here. We're going to connect this up on top here first, where the lock goes through. Hook the top on, push it down. Our rod is right here. We're not going to do that yet. This, you just take it and you tap it in. Like that. We're going to put our two screws in here. reattach your lock. Your power window. And you hook your power window underneath here. And you push it down, and it snaps in place. We're going to reattach this piece here. It just goes up here like this, snaps in. You put your other piece back in here. And then you put your screw in, locks it in place. This piece here, these clips just push right in. You just line it up, just tap it in. And the last thing we're going to do is we're going to put this back together up here. Now, remember we had this rod right here that we disconnected? What we need to do is to put that rod into here. The way I do it, because to try to get your fingers in there is a little bit of a pain sometimes. Get in here with this. Just pull it just a little bit. Hook this in here. And then you just push this lock pin, lock it in place like that. You put this little hook here, and you push it in, like that. The last thing you do is you put the screw back in here. Nice and tight. All right, so now our door lock works. All right, we're going to test our window one more time. Okay, works perfectly. Now, next thing I'm going to do is clean the fingerprints off, obviously. We're going to clean the door panel down, and that's it, it's out the door. All right, if you have any questions or comments, or you need any advice, send me an email. I'll be more than happy to talk to anybody about anything. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.